Hello everyone, welcome once again to Think Tank TV. Now, a lot has been happening in the media space, and remember I promised to always bring it to you raw as it is. Now, it is said that if you want to be among the rich, the powerful and the influential people, all you need to do is mirror and copy the lifestyle of the rich and the powerful person you want to be like. To be very frank with you, I actually want to be among the rich and powerful people, and that is why I do well to follow rich and powerful guys on social media like the likes of Maduka, who is the CEO of Coscharis Motors, Tony Elumelu, the CEO of the Tony Elumelu Foundation. In my usual way, in a bid to continually follow these guys, I stumbled on a video of the CEO of Coscharis Motors in person of Cosmos Maduka, who went ahead to reveal the actions he took on his son, who left his house with one of his vehicles. I'm bringing that video to you because I believe you're going to be learning a lot from it. But before I do that, I'd like us to jump right into River State so that we can see some of the nitty-gritty surrounding the judgment that was given by Justice Joyce Abdul Malik regarding the seizing of the allocation belonging to River State government. Do well to drop your own thoughts in the comment section and touch the like button. That's the only way you can support us for the good work we do to keep you continually posted.
At some point, legislators in the House of Assembly, River State, decamped fact and declared verbally that they are now APC, acting on which the then acting speaker, if you like, declared their seat vacant, and then the matter is in court, still unresolved. And that's a decision of the High Court saying that the appropriation passed by the four legislators deemed, unconstitutional, illegal because they didn't form the quorum. And so, based on that, presumptive decision of the High Court, Federal High Court and High Court, which is still being contested in the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal, this judge of the Federal High Court, Justice Abdul Malik, Joyce Abdul Malik, now enters a judgment saying that because the leadership was incompetent, or the House was incompetent by virtue of constitution composition, and the budget approval was incompetent, therefore, no statutory allocation should be made to River State because its appropriation law is invalid. Now, there are some gaps here. First is that, of course, the argument that the matter of unconstitutionality of the appropriation bill relates first to the question of whether the House is properly composed, number one. Number two is that the statutory allocation based on the Constitution is to the people of River State. So the question we want to ask is, assuming a governor tenure is declared invalid, does the appropriation transfers from federal government to those states on the virtue that the governor or the House is competent or are competent, does that mean that those transfers are illegal? So there is now a question of constitutionalism in the sense that states are entitled to this allocation by way of constitution. Now, we can contest whether projects executed, appropriation bills used to execute those projects are competent, are valid, invalid, but the transfers themselves are rights that are concretized in the Constitution to the states. And so this is a hijack. This judgment contradicts arguably the constitutional framework of federalism. It's amount to directing an agency of the federal government, central bank, to withhold constitutional entitlement belonging to states. And so I think that's one area to fault this judgment, that even if we concede all other issues, that the appropriation is invalid, the composition of the House is invalid, the question here would be, can those invalidity authorize the hijacking of a statutory entitlement of states in a federation? I would argue, as a constitutional lawyer myself, as a teacher, that that's not right. And also, the question then is therefore, is there a remedy? You can say, the court can say, yes, those projects. So I see desperation. Desperation is that they are incompetent, and the governor is running an incompetent budget, but we have to stop him funding him. I don't think the two are the same. So statutory transfers can go. The court can declare that the actions, the budget themselves are incompetent, and there could be consequences that follow from it, meaning that it's incompetent. So if they execute a project, maybe it's incompetent, maybe there will be orders to stop them from acting on the budget. But I think that it's was arguably wrong, that's my position, to use those internal illegalities to give the federal government the right to hijack and keep constitutional allocations that are due to the state.
You've seen it for yourself. Now, one thing these judges must understand is that every judgment you give today is going to be a precedent in the political climb of Nigeria. Anyway, let's jump right into hearing what Maduka said. As I trust you'll be learning a lot from that video.
Put focus away, not BMW, not Range Rover. And God help him, he had an accident. I kicked him out of my home. I told him, you don't come back until this car is repaired and in a perfect condition. This my second son is the one that doesn't want to share that room with anybody. His room neatest among my children, clean. He used to tell me this house is useless because there's no CNN, there's no cable TV. They are playing soccer, walk up, there's nothing to watch. So I said, please don't profile me for this television. Don't behave like Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Nobody has everything. There must be something that you lack in life that can help you pray. This house has long tennis court, it has swimming pool, it has table tennis court, only doesn't have its television. That does not make me useless. They told me the house is useless. So when he took under focus out and have accident, I kicked him out of this useless house. So he went where there were 5 of them sharing one toilet. That's the worst thing that can happen to him. I find the things I'm doing in Genesis. God kicked his children out of the garden. Because of what? They disobey him. I go back to the original Genesis. That's why I kick him out. Before he came back, he found that this house is not as useless as he think it used to be.